Okay, we literally like delayed this stream for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes, Pabs. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just probably gonna chill, hang out. Ah! What the fuck happened here? Okay, that's not. Let's stop it. Okay, hang on. Let me just see what the hell's going on here. Okay. You are. You're not supposed to be there. What the? That's not the correct one, is it? That's. Wait, where did he go? Where did he go? Oh. That's not even the right. You know what? Fine. I guess that could work in some way. Okay. Just lock. Okay. Transition. Okay. Hello. How's everyone doing? How's it going so far? Today is a special stream, isn't it? It's very grand, isn't it? So, I have a special announcement. I'm going to show you my true form, my uttermost beauty in all its glory for this special stream. Also, the co-host won't be here today. He's busy with other things. But it's fine. It is fine. We have another thing to just show off today. Anyways, since it's April, we're actually just gonna kick off the whole, Hiveswap Friendsim takeover, which is great. It's great, honestly. More consistency in one game with um multiple volumes, I would say. Nope. Okay, I'm just making sure of things. Anyways, are you ready to see the grand reveal of Pabs' true form in all of his beauty? I would assume yes or not. Okay. Okay. Here they come. Bum 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 bum. Oh wait, I forgot. Hang on. I forgot the most important thing. Get the gears working. Get the gears working. Ta-da! Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of the rope. No! No, that's the wrong one! Oh god. Oh, that was awful. Anyways, let me Let me fix that up real quick. Where? No, that's the wrong. That's not the right. I had a whole thing planned within like the past 30 minutes of delay. Okay, just hang on. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes, it's me, Pabs. Behold my true form in its glory. A cardboard box wearing a terrible wig. Yes. Honestly, it's been a while since this was in my. I think I finished this up recently, in a few months ago, or so on, or so. You know, just for shits and giggles. But here we go. It's a new Pabs uh PNG model. Hooray! It, it's is it great? Is this all what you waiting for all this time for any new Pabs model or reveal? No, not really. Well, fuck you. I've spent a lot of work on this. I've had so much fun just making this. Took all of my glitter glue. I had to buy 2 burner phones to stick on this damn box. I had to find a good wig. Okay, no, I had to find a wig that matched the color scheme a bit. And I had to use a bunch of crayons on this box. You know how hard it is to get crayons that can make a moving mouth? Very hard. It's very difficult. Anyways, we've been doing this for a while now. We should just kick it off. To the live scene! Yay! Here we go. Are you excited? Hiveswap Friend Simulator. And this is us, the little guy. Okay. Let us start. I'm just gonna say this for people who haven't seen the Hiveswap Friendsim. I think I was joined this a bit late in the game, I believe. Either I joined late or, well, I think some of these characters show up later or sometime. I forgot. But there are about 18 volumes. Well, 19. Well, there's the lock one, but we won't talk about that for right now. For right now, we've got like 18 volumes with so many characters. Aren't you excited? Anyways, we will be starting on volume 1 of Bloodthirst and Bratwurst. Hooray! You have just crash landed on a planet called Alternia and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship. You are now completely alone in a strange world. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibility, a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you are desperate for friendship! Friendship is magic in this world. Everyone knows that friendship is magic. Won't someone on this god-forsaken rock be your buddy? Any weirdos will do. You're not that picky. Hang on. What's this now? Is someone now approaching? Let's see. Ardata, Carmia, or Damon Zakali. I kind of like to do left to right. Hang on, is the music... Is the music on? I can't tell. Is it? Anyways, just making sure. Okay. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange gray-skinned alien? Clad in blue. Perhaps they will make for a good friend. Dear God. There we go. There's the music. There's the music. Hello, Carcalicious. Welcome to the beginning of... Hello, hello. Welcome to the beginning of the Hiveswap Friendsim. Glory. Starting off with our data. And Jess, what are you supposed to be? Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in some need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely. Like, really lonely. And wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Oh my. Oh wow, funny this is. How very droll. You want to be my friend? It's too much. This thing at my doorstep, wishing to know me in any capacity. The hilarity somehow escapes my ability to capture with maniacal laughter. How rare. You apologize for your presumptuous request. You hang your head, turn around, and begin to walk. And just what the fuck do you think you're doing? Man, this voice acting is god tier. I'm trying my best to... It's been like years since I played Friendsim. So I'm trying to give it the best of justice by trying to implement the personality of these characters. This is like first time doing it with voice acting. I could just... But thanks to like being a Homestuck fan for like a certain amount of years, you learn to... Your brain starts to fix the spelling and just read it as is. Who invited you to leave? You stop in your tracks, obediently, and turn to face her again. Your possibly broken ribs are throbbing in pain, but this does not strike you as the right moment to exhibit weakness. It dawns on me that we may have gotten off the wrong saunter pod. Where are my manners? Ghastly behavior on my part. After all, it isn't your fault. You seem to be some sort of hideous freak, is it? And such a tragic creature cannot be held responsible for a devastating shortfall of social competence. I would weep for you, really, except that crying out of 3 eyes at once gets a bit messy, so instead, I think I'll be saving my tears for someone less offensively worthless. You aren't sure if she's inviting you inside or if she just got you to stay a little longer, so she could insult you some more. You try to remain stoic while your confrontational new friend decides what to do with you. Unfortunately, you sniffle slightly. Oh dear. You're sad. So amusing. To me, mildly endearing, even. Perhaps I'll decide later if it's endearing once I have more information. It's entirely possible I will retroactively decide it's disgusting. But for now, try to put yourself at ease, you completely pitiful fool. Not one more sniffle. Do you understand? You nod while practicing exemplary control over your nose. You have gotten yourself so agitated. I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about from me. Of course I will be your friend. Conditionally. I mean their eyes. Oh, no. There is a chance. The distinction will be formalized if you behave in ways that I approve of. Starting now. Let's call it a friendship in progress. Agreed? Your heart swells. This is what you've been waiting for. A new friend. Oh gosh. All you have to do now is try to not to fuck anything up at all. Possibly for many hours. Come into my hive. This way. After me, you look like you could use nourishment. I don't know what it is that whatever you are eats, generally. But it doesn't matter. You will eat whatever it is I have on hand. If I tell you to, how does that sound? How does it sound? Oh, hang on. Where's... Okay. How does it sound? It sounds good. I'll do whatever you say. It sounds... fine, I guess? Get the fuck out of my face and never come back. Rejection! Our first ends. Great. This is what I miss so much. It sounds good. I'll do whatever you say. I'm so hungry. I'm literally hollow inside. I'm a cardboard box. Okay, let's go. Now the actual game. Obviously, it sounds good. You will definitely enjoy it. You will enjoy everything I provide you with and tell you to do. I can't imagine any sort of negativity or disagreement coming from one of my friends. I will assume that we share this philosophy when it comes to friendship. You say, oh yes, absolutely. You nod as enthusiastically as you can, without aggravating your broken ribs. You consider giving her a thumbs up as well, until you realize one of your arms is probably broken too. You'll try to make sure she doesn't notice though. It would probably leave a bad impression. Oh, wait. Come with me. There is something I need your help with. Okay, that went fast than I was expecting. You follow her into her hive. It's a bit gloomy in here. You suppose she's going to fix you something to eat soon, as you promise. Oh, I just realized the sink is... Wait a minute. Are the faucets made of troll horns? Wait, why does the fridge have troll horns on them? Wait a minute. You pass through her kitchen and out the other side to another room? Okay, I guess you guess dinner can wait. This way. Try not to let any of your broken limbs slow you down. A good friend wouldn't allow such trifling physical ailments cause me any inconvenience. Oh, so you guess she does know you're injured. Fair enough. You hobble a little faster, though, through the door, another door, into a much darker room. And now, down a flight of stairs. It's hard to see. There are torches along the wall ahead. A monstrous noise rumbles below. Don't mind her. She's just hungry. She's always hungry, though. What's that? You're hungry too? I have not forgotten. What sort of piece of shit friend do you take me for? You didn't remind her that you're hungry. You thought it, though. Can she read your mind? You hope not. That's going to make this friendship in progress a bit awkward. Here we are. This is where you will be most useful to me as a friend. You look around with a sense of relief. You see no sign of whatever hungry thing was grumbling down here. Probably a different room. You are less relieved to see several other kids trapped in cages of various shape and size. One of them makes eye contact with you. The boy is the same kind of alien as her, horns and all. He has dark red symbol on his shirt. His expression seems to plead with you. He struggles to say, Your new friend looks unamused and twitches her finger. Help blow, he says. Help blow, by which I mean hello, of course. Looks like you're the new friend in progress, chosen by the great and beautiful Ardata. She's my savior, my reason for being. I am nothing without her. I'd hollow myself out and let her make a nest inside of me, if she permit it. Wait, is that our thoughts, or is that her sending, like, messages in our brains making us think that? You turn away from this boy. You don't want to hear anything he has to say ever again. Okay, it's probably her. Don't mind him. He's always regarded himself as a comedian. Come over here. This is what I need your help with. If you're going to have any vow to me as a friend. You're led to a dark corner of this, well, we're going to call it like you see it, this dungeon. Your friend has a dungeon full of sad, suffering children, and presumably a monster lurking somewhere in here as well. It's not ideal. Then again, social beggars like you can't be choosers. I've been having an awful time with it. You can do it for me. It will save me time. You look at the thing in question. You doubt she's been having an awful time with it. You doubt this because it's still in its box, looking completely untouched since it was brought down here. It's a box containing a table? A table that looks ominously like it was designed to keep a person strapped to its surface. I will need you to assemble it. Here's a screwdriver, in case you need it. I will assume other required tools are contained within the box. Like me! You take the screwdriver with your non-broken arm. This isn't exactly what you had in mind. You don't know what you had in mind, really. A warm meal and a friendly banter. Perhaps a sling for your arm and a remedial balm for your ribs still. You open the box without protest. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ah! My insides! My inner contents. Why? My ribs. My screwdrivers. My drills. Ah! Hold on. Before you start, this will make for excellent content. My fans will appreciate this. She sets up a video recorder device on a tripod and points it at you. A video feed comes to life, and several monitors just behind you. You see in one corner of the screen, an unflattering angle of your torso hunched over the furniture box. Other rectangles contain shots of the other kids in cages around the room. You suppose cameras are pointing at them, too. You had no idea this friendship came with the perk of instant stardom. Oh, wow. A collaboration. Now you may begin. She's suddenly sitting in a comfortable looking chair facing you and holding a chalice, swishing around some vicious liquid it contains. It's Kool-Aid. Just don't worry about it. It's Kool-Aid cherry. It's my favorite. Oh wait, is that her Lucis? I don't think it's been like years since I've been playing this, so like her Lucis seems to be is her Lucis a tick? I mean, it makes sense since Vriska's was spider thing, so I'm pretty sure maybe is it a tick or it's a tick or a flea or something? Probably. Oh well. Anyways, back to the collab with her. She's suddenly sitting in a comfortable looking chair facing you and holding a chalice swishing around some vicious liquid it contains. You have all the parts spread out on the floor, organized according to their labels in the instructions. You try to remember the last time you assembled something like this. You don't recall enjoying it, to be perfectly honest. This doesn't look like it will be fun at all. She frowns conspicuously. Oh, how sad for you. I'm sorry. Is this activity not to your liking? You reassure her vigorously that no, it's actually looks amazing. You love shit like this. It's what you were born for. You say as you swoosh the screwdriver around, demonstrating your plainly evident skill with the tool. Honestly, the last thing I built was like a bookshelf in my room. It's still there. But Jesus Christ, it was like the most stressful time I had just building something by myself. But I learned. It was so much stuff that I was following one page at a time. As someone who's built a bookshelf, don't do shit one page at a time. Go through it first so you don't use the wrong tool on the wrong timing. Like I did. Don't do it, please. I beg of you. You reassure vigorously that no. Oh yeah, we are with this. Demonstrating plainly evident skill with the tool. Okay. Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary and wrong thoughts pop into your head all the time. It meant nothing, you swear. Yes, I hear that a lot. Continue. You open the little bag full of screws. Jesus, there are like 50 screws to this thing. Where could most of these screws possibly even go, judging from the picture? The table really doesn't seem that complicated. You look at your screwdriver, then study the screws. Every single one requires an alien wrench. Does this even come with an alien wrench? The instructions seem to suggest so. You look around, but don't see one. Did you open the bag too forcefully? Did the alien wrench go bouncing off into the dark, judging crevices nearby? Maybe you lost some of the screws too. Damn it. You begin to sweat and look around nervously. You check underneath one of the parts. No, it's not under there. You grip the screwdriver a little tighter. You wonder what to do next. Back to here. Get the hell out of there. Just do your best assembling the table. This is what friends are for. Get the hell out of there. First, you clear your head and try to think innocent thoughts. Fluffy clouds in the sky, ironing some clothes, a whining touchdown pass from the sports, Ardata's long black hair spilling over her cloak. Wait. These are not innocent thoughts. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. There's no time for thinking. You have to act. You hurl the screwdriver at her and run. She calmly lifts a hand toward one of the kids in the cages. The kid tenses up and lifts a hand in the direction of the screwdriver. The screwdriver freezes midair, right in front of Ardata's head. You run up the stairs. She twitches a finger. The cage kid does a full body spasm, and the screwdriver goes sailing towards you. It stabs deep in your leg, and you buckle over, tumbling backwards down the stairs. Oh no, the stairs! You're a crumpled heap at the bottom of the stairs, bleeding, and you think, your arm is broken in 2 places now. That didn't seem very friendly to me. Luckily for you, I'm very determined to make relationships work. Even ones with people who flee simple furniture assembly projects. She stands over you. You attempt to pull the screwdriver out of your leg, but your entire body locks up. Can't move. She holds on an outstretched hand just above you. You shouldn't try to move yet. And you certainly shouldn't try to pull out that screwdriver. You'll get blood everywhere and bleed out to death. Don't. Remember, folks, if you've been stabbed or anything's been impaled inside you, don't take it out, or you'll probably be worse situation. To my 3 little eyes, under the present conditions, it seems to me that only one of us should attempt walking up these stairs. You feel relieved. Perhaps she has some alien means of levitating you up the stairs. Wait. No. Your body is tensing up again. It's moving without your permission. You get to your feet without without taking the screwdriver out. Wow, that hurts. What is she making you? Wait, what? She can't be. You use both of your arms and all your strength and pick her up entirely. The pain from your arm is excruciating. Arms with broken bones are not meant for heavy lifting. The additional weight on your wounded leg isn't great either. You hold her as a groom would hold a bride. She wraps her arms around your neck to hang on to you in what strikes you as an overly familiar manner. She looks directly into your eyes and grins. This is better. Now, onward and upward, new friend. Your legs begin to operate without your consent. They wobble and struggle under the weight. The wound throbs. The lumber back up, and the long flight of stairs carry her all the way. You take her back to the kitchen and set her down in a chair seated at the table. You didn't think I'd forget about dinner time, did you? Let's put your unfriendly behavior behind us. It's a good thing for you that I'm benevolent enough to overlook disgusting acts of betrayal. You may have noticed I keep several friends in my hive who I have similarly forgiven. Consider the transgression blood beneath abattoir. You exhale. Now that she mentions it, yes, you are hungry. Maybe a warm meal will lift your spirits and get this heretofore turbulent friendship back on track. Maybe you'll even get the chance to pull this screwdriver out of your leg. You pull out a chair and attempt to sit down, but your legs lock up and then you stand again. Apparently this was not the right thing to do. Oh, but why are you sitting? There's cooking to be done. You stagger mechanically over to the fridge and open it. You pull out a large hunk of some sort of alien mystery meat and put it on the counter. Oh boy, I do sure love alien mystery meat. It's my favorite meal. Without your broken arm, you reach in anguish for a big dangly meat cleaver. You chop the hawk wincing with each swing of a cleaver. Oh dear you. How did you get this situation? Okay. You place the sliced meat in a frying pan. Sear it lightly and serve it on a plate. Very rare. Just the way your new friend likes it. You didn't know that's the way she likes it, but you surmise this is what she prefers in a piece of meat, since technically she is the one doing the cooking. You put it on the table in front of her, along with a fork and knife besides it. Your muscles relax as you apparently are allowed to control your own body again. She does nothing except for look at you with a pleased expression. You eye the meat in front of her, then the meat on the counter, and the chair on the other side of the table. What should you do? Prepare a plate for yourself? Is that what she wants you to do? Well, it looks like you're confused. Isn't it obvious what to do next under your own volition? A good friend would know what to do. In fact, I don't think a good friend would take nearly as long to decide what the right thing to do next is. It actually seems to me that a very rude friend would hesitate for as long as you're hesitating. Or perhaps someone who is not a friend at all. You begin to sweat again. You clearly don't have much time to make up your mind. If you wait for even a few seconds longer, you will probably be guilty of being a bad friend. Maybe even a dreadful one. Oh no! That's not the type of person you like to think you are. What will you do? Feed her. This feels like the only obvious thing to do. She is looking up at you quite expectantly. You reach for the fork with your good arm. You go for the knife with your other. Ow! You can't do it. The arm is much less serviceable when the muscles are not being forced via psychic override to discard the pain response. Nevertheless, she looks at you patiently and smiles. That's nice of her. You think. Not to be mad about it. You feel like you're growing closer to your new friend by the minute. You put the fork down and pick up the knife with your good arm, and cut the meat into several pieces with a careful sawing motion. You put the knife down and pick up the fork, and stab a piece. You put it close to her mouth. She seems pleased. Very good. Nice technique. Well-sized morals too. She chews the meat with excellent form. She has very good table manners, you think, when she finishes the pieces. You slice up some more and continue. The meat looks very good. Her mouth is watering, but she doesn't offer any. Oh well, when it's the right time for you to eat too, you're sure she will let you know. The meal is finished. There's no more meat. fuck you. Anyways, except for a few pieces of unchewable gristle, which you did not try to feed her. That would have been thoughtless. Very bad service. She reclines and steeples her fingers, looking quite pleased with how the evening has gone so far. You aren't sure she's laughing? Did you do something funny? Oh my. What a fool! You point at yourself, wondering if she's referring to you? You don't know what you've done that was foolish, if so. You're also still not sure what she finds so amusing. She pauses her laughter for a minute or two, then slowly begins to frown. A faint blue tear rolls down her cheek from her bottom eye. Truth is, I don't even know why I'm laughing. This isn't very funny. What's happening here? It was a good dinner. You did do a good job. Whoever you are. She puts her face in both of her hands and sobs quietly. I have no idea what to do about this. You stand there, still holding the fork, feeling a bit useless? There is a lot of pressure, you know. Being so respected and admired for your high status in this world. I didn't ask for this, to be so superior to so many. Much is expected of you. Much is presumed about what your personality will be before you even develop one. You work hard and build a brand based only on what you think people assume you should be like. Sometimes I wonder, am I even that good at being sinister? Could I be more sinister if I tried harder? Maybe this is not my true calling after all. You begin to offer words of sympathy. This all seems heartbreaking to you. Your poor new friend, but your jaw muscles contract, and your mouth shuts involuntarily. You guess it's not your turn to speak yet. Okay, that works for you. You like to be a good listener to your friends. But what would happen if I changed my brand? If I stopped being so sinister online? My friends and followers will deride and reject me, and my superiors will eat me alive. If I show weakness, if I scale back on my bloodthirsty content, will I ill incur the scorn of a wise-ass clown with 100 million subscribers? Will I be in a cage someday, listening to a fucking fool honk his horn for likes? No, I must persist. How lonely it is to know this is all I can do. Until the day I leave this planet, I have no material or sensory comforts left for me here. Until I can get on a ship and fly away, pain is my only solace. Her hand holding the fork grips it tighter. You're horrified to realize what it is in the process of doing. You bring it down hard on her, hand which is placed flat on the table. She doesn't flinch or reflect in any way. 3 trails of cerulean blood flows from the tines where they pierce her skin. That wasn't friendly, you think. But then you weren't the one who did it, were you? You're so confused. My subscribers are not real friends. They adore me only for my sinister content. The show I provide my wicked, infectious laughter. I get jealous of them sometimes, because they get to watch my content. It must be thrilling, I think. But maybe I'm just jealous of them, because they get to be people who aren't me. This is fucking deep. I know. Apologies. If you cannot relate. She pulls the fork out of her hand and lays it gently on the plate of gristle. You didn't feed her. The people downstairs in their cages aren't my friends either. They act like they're my friends, though, and sometimes I even believe it. But they don't really want to be friends with me. Nobody does. The only person who has ever really wanted to be my friend, who's ever tried to be, is you. You clear your throat and point to yourself innocently. That's it. I've decided. You have passed the test. You will become my friend. Officially. As such, I think a reward is in order. You are overjoyed. Your heart starts racing. You can't believe it. A new real friend. But you don't have much time to enjoy this achievement. Your body is doing something again. You bend down in a strained motion and pick up the plate and fork. You position the plate over your wide open mouth and scrape in all the remaining gristle and begin chewing. It's virtually inedible. Your mouth humors and acts of chewing for 2 seconds, and then you swallow all of it whole. In one painful gulp. Tastes like friendship. Friendship! Yay, we got the friendship ending. Now let's see the other ending. Just do your best assembling the table. This is what friends are for. Decided would be the best not to complain about the missing Allen wrench. Your friends would probably consider it bad form. You'll just make do and twist in all the screws by hand, as possible as you can. Your broken arm isn't making this any easier. You favor the other one and prop pieces into the place precariously, leaning against each other, while you nudge them into position with your legs so the screw holes align. It's really frustrating work. You're not going to lie. As you're twisting in the first screw, the grooves slip and the screw gets stuck. But you've already turned it too tight. Now it's hard to get it out. You twist in reverse harder, but your fingers slip and the table pieces start to slide. They're going to fall. You react to catch them, but it's too late. The heavier piece tips over and slams you in the broken ribs on its way to the floor. It hits the floor with a bang. The stuck screw pops out and goes bouncing 10 or 15 feet away, settling deep underneath a piece of dungeon furniture. God, you're probably going to need to get that. You hear a light chuckle. Good. She takes another sip from her chalice and settles even more comfortable into her chair. Is she enjoying this? You think she's enjoying watching you struggle to put this stupid thing together? Maybe a little too much. Nevertheless, you continue. A friend is a friend, and you don't like to let your friends down. You've committed yourself to this project. You will get the screw out from under there a bit later. maybe when you need the final screw. You turn your attention back to the table pieces and try a different strategy. You place the biggest part, the table platform, flat on the floor. The legs would be pointing upward if they were attached. You position one leg in the right spot in alignment with the holes. Sit on the table platform and steady the leg with your feet. You grab another screw and concentrate. She sounds so pleased. It's strange, you admit, for watching this sort of activity to make someone so happy. But you also have to admit to taking a certain pride in it. It's wonderful, actually, to feel useful, wanted, important even, if only somewhat menially, to a great new friend who has discovered a way for your talent to improve her life. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice one of the cage... Oh, so that's how you go back. You just scroll the wheel. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank God, I don't have to look back. But you also have to admit taking a certain pride and wonderful... okay, here we are. We're right. This is where we lost. But you also have to admit taking a certain pride in it. No, we already went through this. Damn wheel. Damn mouse reel. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice one of the cage kids reaching out with his hand. He's concentrating, then you notice the screw you lost slowly slide out from underneath its hiding place. Nice. Everyone's working like a team down here. Ardata does not look at the kid, but sneers a bit. She reaches towards him, and he appears to have trouble breathing. After a moment, you notice the screw slowly slides back under the thing. She releases him from his breathing problems, resumes her pleasant expression, and takes another sip from the chalice. You guess that was against the rules. You decide to make a note of it. Your friend runs a tight ship down here. You respect that. About an hour later, you have all 4 legs on, plus some other accoutrements attached. You wrestle mightily with the thing to get it upright, using your only good arm. It seems she may have forgotten about the final missing screw. You doubt the table needs it. Decide you won't bring it up if she won't. You give it a test. It's pretty wobbly since you were only able to tighten the screws with your bare fingers, but again, she doesn't seem to mind. She reclines and has a look on her face which makes her appear absolutely enamored of your handiwork. She has finished her drink, and the chalice is on a side table. Some awful-looking thing crawls along the floor towards her. It looks like some sort of spider, the size of an average dog. Its abdomen is preposterously large. Actually, you think it's a huge tick. Yeah, I was right. It was a tick. That's what it looks like. It settles just in front of her. She puts her legs on top of it and crosses them. It settles under their weight and grumbles. Let's try it out, shall we? You shrug and sit down on the rather rickety table. You're about to lie down, but she interrupts. No. You fool. You absolute fool. What do you think you're doing? That's not what I meant. Get up. You stand up, embarrassed. Again, without looking at the caged kid, she raises an arm towards him and beckons. He stares blankly and opens his own cage, which apparently wasn't locked at all. Strange. He shuffles vacantly over to your table and lies down on its surface. She looks at you expectantly. You aren't sure what to do. What? You didn't think I'd be playing table stickball on that thing, did you? Oh! Oh, that's what it was, right. Table stickball, I forgot. I literally played Act 1 and I forgot. It's foosball. It's a foosball table. You aren't sure what table stickball is. Oh, you really are pretty simple, aren't you? It's like a miniature version of arena stickball played on a table. Got it? You don't, but you nod. It just, for people who don't, it's foosball table. Think of a foosball table. That's what it is. Now go to it. You shackle the kid's arms and legs to the table. That seems to be the right thing to do. Since the thing comes fitted with shackles, she gets up and lifts her huge tick-like pet. Makes more grumpy noises. Would the tick looses be like, if it's the size of a dog, would it be like, what is the best description of like, what's the most like grumpy or angry small dog comparison to this thing? Definitely not Chihuahua. Chihuahuas are much more like shakily thing. I was thinking like, I can't really think of dog breeds for right now. Because I know there are some like small dogs that are just angry and very aggressive sometimes, but I just forget which breeds it was. Because there's so many damn dogs. Why is there so many damn dogs in this world? She plops the enormous thing right down on the kid's chest. He appears rendered unable to protest. The tick bites the boy's neck and begins to feed. She smiles and pats its swelling abdomen. Dark rust-colored blood dribbles from the place where it has attached to the boy's neck. Moments go by while she looks gratified by the process. Proud, almost then she looks at you expectantly. Well, you don't know what she means. The final screw. Aren't you going to retrieve it and screw it into wherever it needs to go? The job isn't done. I don't keep the company of many individuals who leave things unfinished, you know. Of course, what were you thinking? You should have known your friend wouldn't let that go unnoticed. Actually, you feel like an idiot for thinking it would. You stop very low to the ground and on your knees, placing your cheek just above the floor. You peer under the large edifice. It's dark in there, and goes back a ways. That's lots of room for that darn little screw to roll. You take a few pitiful swipes with your good arm, but come back empty. It must be further back. You think you can see it? Yeah, that must be it. Just a little further. You have an idea. A tool would be helpful. Guess the screwdriver will come in handy after all. How did she know? Your new friend must be very wise. You think you're liking her more every minute. You grab a screwdriver and feel around with it. Yes, you got it, you think? You carefully scrape it closer to yourself, and then pick it up. You then go back to the table and find the one remaining hole you left unscrewed. You slide under the table as a mechanic would with a car. There it is. The table is creaking and wobbling quite a bit now. Tick is really getting into its dinner. Jesus, that guy is like very, very pale for a gray guy. It seems. Let's see. All the loose screws in the table have added up to a lot of give and leeway in the overall stability of the furnishing. Maybe the final scroll will help. Ardata has returned to the setup with the monitor. She's adjusting some settings on the feed, controlling the zoom of the camera, and typing some remarks into a chat window. This is very good material today. It's not often that I can provide content of this caliber to my subscribers. Go on, complete your project. This will be very good. You still think it's weird that she likes watching you put furniture together so much, but you're not one to judge friends. Sounds like a great way to lose friends, honestly. You screw in the final screw, but the stresses on the table are causing the holes to be misaligned. This won't be easy. The huge chick shifts its grotesque body above you, causing the table to creak loudly. You nervously slide halfway out from under the table to check it out. Then a loud pop. Then the sound of scraping metal, 6 or 7 screws shoot out of the desk like rivets in a sinking submarine. What a piece of shit this thing is. You think a little too loud. You think a little too late. You really needed that alien wrench. All 4 legs splay dramatically out from underneath it at once. Like a baby deer on ice, the table platform comes crushing down on your lower torso. Breaking your pelvis, you bellow in pain and flail to pull yourself out. Oh, you forget that you're still holding the screwdriver in your desperate flailing. You plunge the screwdriver into the fat abdomen of the tick. Oh no, which begins gushing rust blood with great force, spraying your entire upper body and face. The beast starts thrashing wildly and screaming. You can't see your new friend due to the blood in your eyes, but you can't imagine she's thrilled about what's going on here. Your annihilated pelvis is in the perfect agony. You have to get your miserable torso out from under this shitty table. You have an idea. With your broken arm, you start slapping the big ass of the screaming tick while yelling, "Yeehaw!" You clutch the screwdriver handle with your other hand hard. The blood-gushing monster starts kicking and rearing, then blasts off across the dungeon floor like a pig at a rodeo. You hold on for dear life, still blind, but your plan works. You've been pulled out from under the tomb you've spent the last hour constructing for yourself. Your pelvis is in ruins, but at least you're free now and riding like the wind. As you and the blood-spewing tick go tearing around the room, crashing into stuff, you hear a boy crying. You guess Ardata became distracted enough by your foolish display to seize her paralyzation method on him. Or maybe distracted is the wrong word. Maybe she's disappointed by your foolishness. Oh god, I might be blowing it right now. The tick swerves suddenly and starts running up the stairs. Ow, 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 ow. Your brittle pelvis fills every step on the way up. It careens through the rest of the hive, crashes through the front door, then comes to a sudden halt. You're catapulted violently over its backside and sail 50 yards through the air. You land on your ass and wipe the blood from your eyes. Okay, this was embarrassing, but everyone makes mistakes, right? You can still salvage this friendship. You know you can. You turn back to look at her hive. Ardata is standing in her doorway with furious look on her face. She is flipping you off. You will not be my friend. Rejection, but also escape. Yay! Well, at least we got the friendship route. We got that in the first run, so we're good. Start. Now for the second part of Volume 2. You have crash landed on a planet called Alternia and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship. You are now completely alone in a strange world. Desperate for information, for provisions and possibility, a bit of medical attention, but most of all, you are desperate for friendship. Now we went from Ardata Carmia, now to Diamond Zakali. I think it's Diamond Zakali. Kind of fun fact I learned about. Wait, does Diamond look like me? No, nah, that's just a trick of the mind. Anyways, Diamond, I found out from a video relating to the Burgundies or Rustbloods and found out like Diamonds was supposed to be just like a background NPC, but he was like a joke character, background character. But then here he is. He's now part of the gang. Hot dog troll. We like hot dog troll. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange gray-skinned alien with a cozy-looking vest. Perhaps they will make for a good friend. What's up? Oof. Hang on, sorry, I didn't get a good look at you before. I started talking. I guess you're really weird looking. Kind of uncomfortable about this. Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in some need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Hungry, huh? I see what your game is. You aren't sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift towards the obvious target, that exquisite hot dog. He's holding. It looks really, really good. Your mouth starts watering noticeably. I mean, for the MS Paint Reader, okay, yeah, it's a pretty good hot dog, but just to let everyone know, I'm a very plain person when it comes to food, so I really don't care that much about condiments, like mustard, ketchup. I think the only one I use is just mayonnaise for sandwiches, but that feels like... Honestly, for sandwiches, I feel like just mayonnaise is a requirement for sandwiches, in my opinion, but... Yeah, when I eat hot dogs, I don't put anything on it. I just think it's fine. You got bread and meat. That's all you need. That's all you need. Oh no, I knew it. You're just like all the rest. Your agenda is to have my relinquish my delicacy. Well, forget it. I've been tricked out of 2 other oblong meat products this week already. I know you probably think I'm an easy mark due to my blood color, but I still have some dignity at least. You don't know anything about his blood color or why that would matter in this conversation about his hot dog? You're hungry, sure, but you didn't mean to cast a threatening gaze at his meal. All you really want is to do is make a new buddy so you don't feel quite so alone in this strange new world. I see. You just want a friend and not my sweet meat. Sorry, I get a little paranoid when I walk around with such a delicacies in public. If you can't be too careful, folks tend to get that greedy look in their eyes around my warm sausage. These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think, but it would be rude to point that out. Probably best to change the subject. Get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. Oh boy. Get out of here. We don't want you in here. Ask if he lives nearby. Ask if you can have a bite of his hot dog. It looks amazing. Forget it. I'm leaving forever. Bye. Disrespectful. We just had to get that out of the air. You can never ask a man to taste another man's meat. His oblong meat stick. Don't ever ask that. Ask if he lives nearby. Yeah, or I used to. I mean, my place was bombed by drones a while ago. I know I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out here. I'm foraging for tasty things when I can. I've gotten pretty good at it. Talking people into giving me meat products, I mean. You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friend. You thought you had it rough, crash landing here hungry and friendless, and come to think of it, feels like your arm is broken? Your ribs too, maybe. But enough self-pity. This is about making a new great friend. You ask your friend if there is anything you can do to improve his life. Oh, wait. Are we friends now? Like, is that official? Man, I don't know. Why don't we slow it down a bit, see how things go? Not saying it's out the question, I just think I should take some time to see if you're actually friendship material. Someone I trust, you know. Not just another looky-loo gunning for my delicacy. Oh, damn, you got out over your skis again. Of course, he's right. This is totally reasonable. You feel sure you can do it. Do what it takes to win him over. You make a mental note to avoid looking at or mentioning his hot dog, since it seems to be such a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You are aggressively not looking at it. In fact, don't think hot dog thoughts. Don't think hot dog thoughts. It's working. You aren't thinking about hot dogs at all. It's like he isn't even holding one. And no one's ever even brought up the fact that hot dogs exist. He seems to notice some primal level your current non-hot dog mindset. He smiles. You pay closer attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has. Actually, very kind, disarming, and a few freckles here and there. A mop of messy hair draping over his eyes. Pretty good vibes, honestly, not gonna lie. What a nice friend. This would be to have you. Think. He's kind of adorable, really, if you disregard the prickly attitude about his hot dogs. Okay, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking thoughts that are too friendly. You should dial this down a little. Stick to the basics. You just want a cool new friend, nothing more. You should try to spark up some non-meat related conversations soon, before things get awkward. Wonder about his house. It got bombed? Yeah, you know, routine drone pass through my hood. A little bombing, a little culling. That's how it goes around here. I was lucky one. My Lucis, not so much. His Lucis is a little wiener dog. He's a goner. You don't know what a Lucis is, but you can just deduce it was someone important to him, who probably died in the bombing. Sad times, man. Sad times. Rather than overwhelm him with annoying questions about his culture, you decided the right place is to show some sympathy. Thanks. I miss him. Sometimes I think I enjoy savory bun delights as a way of covering up the pain. They're so good though, it's hard to stop. Also, I favor the juicy meats before he died. It's something we just did together. No, don't cry, hot dog troll. And how did we start talking about my hot dog once more? Let's drop it, please, dude. Don't bring it up again. You didn't bring it up. You don't want to correct him. The boy is clearly grieving. You see two faint red tears rolling down his cheeks from behind the messy bangs. Your heart can't take it. You have to console this homeless boy somehow. Then he'll definitely be your friend. But what to do? Oh boy, actual choices. Give him a friendly pat on the back. Give him a reassuring hug. Hug me, brother. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brow upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance, and he leans backwards a little, as if caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong? But you know, there's no turning back now. You don't just throw the brakes on an immediate heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly, and it goes well for a moment until you realize your arm is broken, and it seizes up reluctantly in pain. It jostles the hot dog in his hand. and he bobbles it. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug so you can catch the hot dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. No, my hot dog. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed under your big dumb ass the moment it makes contact with the ground. Diamond lets out a shriek. No! Oh, dude, my dog! You scramble to get up in time, hoping you're not as own as it looks, but your feet keep slipping and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. When the carnage finally subsides, you roll over and check it out. It's completely unsalvageable. Just a gross, meaty mud mash, like the hot dog never even existed. Damon howls in agony and slips backwards against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up so bad. Don't you remember? You had to dial the friendliness back a bit. That's it, man. I've lost everything. I'm not sure what the point is of even living anymore. You're absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have a feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come. During those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. There are probably plenty more of this to come by for those who know where to look in this strange world. He himself said he makes a habit of enjoying these, so they can't be all that common. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding the fixation of this particular food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. Maybe it's the closest thing resemblance of his looseness that's a hot dog, like a wiener dog. This is just means he needs your support as a friend. All the more, you won't give up on your friends, or for whatever matter, people who you're trying to really to become friends with. That just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run it by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There's no need to wallow in self-incrimination and guilt over a hot dog incident. Damien perks up a little. You want to help me get another hot dog? Absolutely. It could be fun. Adventure, you say. Something to bond over. To bring two new buddies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really, really hope it's true. I don't know. Could be a long shot. Sometimes it could be days before I'm united with another plump treat. Glistening with perspiration. Steamy, relaxing comfortably a soft melt in your mouth loaf. Damn, now I really want a hot dog. Guess I don't have much choice but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind? It's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly don't even know where to begin, but he's interested in spending more time with you. Which is the most important thing. You'll figure out something out. Your side display of confidence is called for here. A real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile. Hold your hand up high and tell him to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You've got him hooked now. I think he's probably wondering if he hit pay dirt? Finding a new friend with the hot dog hookup. Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog, but you've got to admit you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued by a potential friend. You don't want to do anything underhanded, yet you can't help but feel you should probably milk these social games for all it's worth. This way, you say as you begin marching, confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog. at the end of the journey. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. You lead him through the streets and winding through the yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to making sure you both are not seen, which could get you both into trouble. Apparently, the improvised decorations route appears to be provoking his suspicion. Dude, are you sure you know where a dog is? It seems like maybe you're lost. Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find one. You say, you're just throwing anyone off the trail who might have been following you. He nods solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. You don't want competition finding this dog before you. But you can't keep him guessing like this forever. You got to do something. Take some bold action to keep his interest in this wiener quest. Don't call it that. You say this way. Down here, this is a shortcut to the hot dog supply. You're private too. It's the mother loan. In the sewer? Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. Shouldn't be more than another hour or several of sewer trudging. That is, if he still has the will to do what it is to take to get his hands on more juicy dogs. Oh, hell yeah. You know it. After you, man. An hour later, you're so deep in the sewer you've lost all bearings and sense of directions. You could be anywhere by now. You've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you don't let up for a second that you're lost. You've made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he's having troubles keeping up. He's out of breath and struggling with the foul smell. I can't say you're enjoying it much either, but you can't let on the fact that what you're doing now is anything other than the most casual routine for you. Like, you do this every day, just a quick jaunt through the sewer just to hit up this vast mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this will all sounds a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep to second guess yourself now. Hey, I gotta stop and rest. I can't lie, I'm starving for a heavenly frankfurter. But this might be too much for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this. Oh, God. You pause and look back. He's sitting down, now slumping against a filthy sewer wall. You're intensely relieved to see you may have just won this impromptu game of sewer hot dog chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like an ideal time to show some sympathy and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. You sit next to him. With your broken arm, put a hand on his knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do this, but it's worth it. Every little gesture counts when making a new friend. I kinda suck. My lucidity is gone. I don't have any skills, and most people think I'm weird or for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just going to get cold. I'm not good at going on an adventure or doing anything hard. All I'm good at is finding the easy meal here and there, however I can get it. Like talking people out of their fine sausages, using tricks or other ploys which end up losing my friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would actually do anything nice for me or would want me to have that sweet, succulent sweet I desire. At least it was unthinkable until now. Your heart begins to race. Could it be is this shitty improvised sewer escapade actually working? You can't believe it. Nobody's ever done so much or worked so hard to try to get my hands on another magnificent banger. Sorry for being emotional, but like this is new for me. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'd be thrilled to call you a friend, man. Whatever you are. You're overjoyed. Unbelievable. It's almost too good to be true. What now? It's such a sudden turn of good fortune. You hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? Last time you did that didn't go so well, but this time He's not holding a hot dog for you so clumsily to file, so maybe this is your moment. Wait. What's that? What's that? A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnels? Oh shit! They found us! It's a drone, dude! I guess it's on, like, sewer duty? Gotta run! He gets up, grabs your hand, and runs. He's a lot faster than he looks when motivated to get moving. He turns this way and that, and his rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something, and you both tumble into a river of horrific sludge. Bro! I can't swim! Help! Your bad arm finds purchase on the ledge, and though it's very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the muck with the other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder, shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own, and follow him. You burst through a lid of the floor, and you both flop out of the hole, drenched in film. Smelling horrible and completely exhausted, but at least you're safe, you think. Hey man, I just want you to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure we're leading us to, I'm happy how it all turned out. Maybe I don't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure. After all, it's been a journey for me. Let me tell you, I'm learning so much about myself, about life, because of you. His bushy hair is slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze of presumably pure friendship. Or is it even deeper than that? Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye, just above him. Something dangling. Lots of dangling things. Actually, come to think of it, it's really cold in here. Freezing, in fact. You finally realize, holy shit, you're in a weird alien meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages. Thousands of them. You begin to sob. Your sobbing soon turns into unrestrained wailing of raw catharsis. He joins you, and the tears flow freely from you both. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly, it hits you, both of you. This is by far the happiest day of your lives. Meat Haven. The sausage piece is real. The one sausage is real. Can we get much higher? So high. Ba-da-da. Whoa. Give him a friendly pat on the back. You keep it simple and put him on the back a couple times. Everything's going to be okay since you're his new friend. Or at least working towards earning that status. He was a new ally to help him with whatever comes this way. He wipes his tears and appears to get himself back together. Your friendly gesture worked. You're right. I shouldn't let the past get me down. In a way, I'm free. I'm off the grid. They probably think I died. No need to worry about knocks on my door because I don't have a door anymore. Maybe I can live off the land for the rest of my life. Scrounging for sumptuous indulgence wherever I may find them. By rummaging through awful drums or smooth talking the right mark. Sounds like the life, honestly. I'll miss my Lucis, but I think he would be proud of me. If I can make it without him, if I can survive on my own, I know he would be proud. Maybe I don't even need to leave the planets. Maybe I can avoid taking the ordeals altogether. Can't test who you can't find. If I play my cards right, I could probably live to the ripe old age on this planet without getting caught. Like hiding in alleys and sewers, scraping together just enough succulent proteins to keep myself going. Honestly, I don't even need to get by that long, since I have a much shorter lifespan than most trolls. So I think I might just be able to make this work. You look confused at the last remark, but again, don't want to employ. He holds up his hands as if to tell you not to bother. I mean, he is a rust blood, so I mean, compared to everyone else's lifespan expectancy, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see him being like that, like, weird guy in the woods, just hanging out and just die off without anyone realizing until it's too late, but... Yeah. I could tell you're not from here. It's okay. Rustbloods don't live a long time. Blood classes higher than me live progressively longer the higher you go up. Sweet sea dwellers live basically forever. It's kind of crazy and seems unfair, but that's how it is. I'd be jealous of them, but I think I'm not. I'm almost grateful I don't have very long to make it in this world. I don't know what to do if I had longer. I'm happy to sell in a nice short ride, keep a low profile, take in some good meat along the way. Nothing wrong with that life, if you ask me. You understand, it seems like a tragic story, but if your friend has made peace with his destiny, you might as well too. You offer a sympathetic shrug and continue your impressive streak of consecutive seconds not looking at his hot dog at all. He smiles again. It seems to be relaxing, crippling the dog a little less tightly. That's good. You know, you're good at listening. Not many people understand me at all. A lot of people find my overall possessive attitude towards needy delights to be strange and off-putting. I've heard this more than once and lost some friends that way. Ugh. There are some past personal dramas I do not want to think about, let me tell you. But you're different. Maybe you put me at ease because it's obvious you're even lower than me. No offense, but you are. Drones would vaporize a hornless goof like you, no questions asked. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You laugh it off, you're not scared, you say you've survived worse. You pat your broken ribs and wince. Clutch your sore ribs with your broken arm and wince even harder because of that. Oh man, looks like that arm hurts, huh? I guess it's broken. Let's see what we can do about that. Here, hold this a second. He hands you his hot dog without hesitation. Oh wow, he wants you to hold it? This is such a remarkable gesture of trust. You're overwhelmed. You gingerly take the hot dog with your good arm, being very careful, and hold the hot dog from beneath with your fingertips, as if it's a priceless, delicate treasure. He takes off his vest and puts it on the ground, then he takes off his shirt. You avert your eyes for a moment, then you realize, that's silly. Nothing particularly decent about this, you suppose, if he's comfortable. So are you. Then he puts his vest back on, takes the hot dog back from you, and hands you the shirt. Here, make a sling out of it. That should help. He's right, it does help. The broken arm is a lot more comfortable and secure. The shirt smells like meat, too. You can't tell if you think that a bonus or if it's weird. Decide it's a bonus. This is your new friend. He loves meat, and so do you. It's your greatest common interest, in fact. Nice. No, I think we make a pretty good team. I don't know if I'm all ready to officially call you my friend yet, but I may be getting close. You're pushing all the right buttons, man. Just being someone who listens and understands. You have no idea how much that means to me. You're so happy to hear this. It makes your heart sing. Well, if you keeping it totally real, some of these things he's saying are just a little strange. Like, maybe this boy wasn't really socialized properly by his Lucis, you guess? You think that might be his dad, but again, you don't dare ask. Not when the positive feelings are flowing like this. Why kill the moon? He gets a little closer and swoops a hand through his thick black bags. Oh no, thick black bangs. For the briefest moment, you catch a glimpse of one of his eyes, regarding you fondly. Your heart beats a little faster. He puts a hand on your shoulder. You're starting to wonder if all all he's interested in this friendship. You hope that's all he wants. You don't think you're ready for anything more than that. You're desperate for friendship, or really companionship of any sort. But that's moving pretty fast for you. But you're too nervous to make your feelings clear on all this. If he goes any further, you're not sure if you'll have the will to protest. Listen, dude, this gorgeous blue product we both admire. I'm thinking, maybe we share it? Aw, he's bullshit. I think that sounds good, actually. Oh my, yes, that sounds wonderful. You're so hungry and you're besides yourself with gratitude that Diamond is willing to share with you something so precious to him. It really means a lot. Here, I have an idea. He brings this face close to yours. He folds the hot dog up in between your faces with both ends of the dog pointing to his mouth and yours. You're not sure what he wants you to do. You can't find the breath to ask. It seems like he wants you to eat the hot dog with him. Lady of the Tramp style. Let's go. Yes, if press on it, you agree the fact is uncomfortably erotic, but you have to admit it is a good way to share a food item, whilst ensuring it gets split about evenly. You absolutely loathe the idea of letting a friend down. It's completely at odds with your values as a person. You chomp down on your end of the hot dog, as does his end. Simon says, holy shit, that is so good. He takes another bite, and he times his bite perfectly. He's really good at this game. It's throwing off your chewing a bit, which makes you cough a little when you swallow. But you don't feel like you can pause without breaking rhythm with him. Might be what a bad friend would do. You keep going without really quite swallowing as you go. You get closer to his face, which is creating an imminent situation you aren't sure how you're going to handle. You haven't planned for it, and it's coming up fast. The hot dog backlog collecting in your throat is getting a bit too heavy, so you try to swallow, but you can't. You gag and cough up all the chewed hot dog matter explicitly into his face. Oh! He recoils, absolutely stunned. His bangs are blown back. He's staring at you with wide eyes, hot dog and bun bites and all in his face. He says nothing for a moment, then puts his hand to his throat. Oh fuck, he's choking. He points at his mouth desperately. You need to do something. The Heimlich? Of course. That's what you need to do. You need to save your friend's life. You get behind him and put your good arm around this belly and form a fist. You plunge the fist in the under his ribs, trying to dislodge his masticated delicacy. It's no use. You can't get the leverage. You need your other arm. It really hurts enough. You'll have to make the sacrifice for your friend. Yes, a friend who may have just tried to trick you into kissing him with a silly hot dog stunt. You're not sure how you'll navigate that trickery subject once he's breathing again, but you'll deal with that later. Right now, you have a life to save. You pull your broken arm out of its sling and grab your other fist in front of his belly and squeeze. You try and try and try. His face is turning. Well, not blue. Deep red? You guess? Because his blood is just rust-colored? Sure, that makes sense. You think one time, your broken arm throbbing in pain. A huge gob of chewed hot dog launches out of his mouth like a cannonball, and the expulsion creates enough forces in the other direction it causes you to actually lift him up into the air and accidentally suplex him into the mud behind you. You in turn go tumbling over him, and the two of you are soon locked into an irrepressible pinwheel. Of course, incestual pinwheel of interspecies. Downhill mayhem, you roll and roll down the grassy incline towards a nearby neighborhood, towards the street. Luckily, you stop just short of the street, but Diamond's neck lands right on the sharp edge of the curb. And after flipping in the air once or twice, you come back down right on his face with your big ass. You hear a crack. Oh no, you broke Diamond's neck. Diamond, you slap his cheek a little. No response. He's not breathing. You check his mouth. Throat? It's clear of hot dog debris. Oh god, this can't be happening. You look around, panic. This isn't what you need right now. All you wanted was a friend. You can't be held responsible for an alien murderer. You have to hide the body. You see a couple kids creeping out from nearby houses to see what all the commotion is. There's no time. You gotta find a bush or something. There! Over there! It's like a little alien bushy thing. It's pretty small, but it'll have to do. Drag the vested shirtless carcass over to the bush. You dump the body in the bush, and it's really not convincing. Looks like a dead kid was uncriminalously dropped on top of a small bush in a poor attempt to conceal a murder. You got to come up with a better... Wait a minute. Just want to stand behind you. Hello, stranger. Hey, Ardata. Don't worry about this little mess you've made. I'll take care of it for you. You killed him. I mean, that's all. I'm pretty sure that's all you got to do. I don't think there's anything else to do in that thing. So, Volume 1. In Volume 1, we befriend Ardata. And we befriend, what was your name? Diamond. Yeah, we befriend Diamond. I don't think there was any other options, ideas. For Diamond, it was just, well, you either kill him on accident with your fat ass or get him to the motherlode of the meat locker. But you also get an accomplice with Ardata helping you hide the body. Great friendship. Okay. Now, we can get to Volume 2. Of Aesthetics and Crimson and otherwise. Or, do we have time? Do I have time to do this? Do I have time to continue another one? Let me see. I think we could do, like, one. I think we could do, like, probably just one more volume and then we'll be done with that. I think that's a good plan. Okay. Volume 2. You stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you crash landed on this hostile planet, you have been desperate. Desperate for information, for provisions, and absolutely for a bit of medical attention. Along the way, you've had some labs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat products. You don't really want to get into that. What you do want to get into this is friendship. An entire plan of endless friend opportunities awaits you. Honestly, at this point, you make friends with one of these weird purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance, or perhaps someone? Amnesia, Erden, or Sarava Hermod. Stoner troll or artist troll? Do I want to get high or craft some art? Yeah, we're doing left to right, so Amnesia, Erden. Lo, what a light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks. A small figure approaches. Oh. Oh my gosh. You are so far, you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been kind of a rough day. You brace yourself. Cute! Oh. She gives you a sweet, sincere smile. I've never seen anything like you. It's giving me all sorts of new ideas. Boy, do you hope some of those ideas are about friendship. Now that you've got taste of it, you are hungry for more. You take a stumbling step forward, and your ribs reminds you that although the potential of camaraderie is enough to improve your mental health, it can't cure acute injuries. Oh, you don't look so good. Come inside. I've been looking for new contributors. Contributors? Could she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Don't be an idiot. Maybe she runs some sort of alien newspaper and she wants you to on staff. She looks a little young for that, but what the heck do you know about alien management hierarchy? You follow her to a nearby building, and now that's your looking up from the ravenous hunt for companionship. You notice that you've wandered into kind of an upscale part of town. There's a lot less garbage and people collapsing in the street. You see one of those spiky robot things, but it's washing a window instead of shooting a laser at the group of children. If that's not high class, you don't know what is. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold blocking your way. Real quick, you don't happen to be an artist, do you? Artistry? Well, as a matter of fact... Wait, did she hate other rivals, or tell her, yeah. Tell her it isn't exactly your whole deal, but you've been known to dabble. Tell her, no, you've never had... Tell her, yeah, it's exactly your whole... Yeah, it isn't your exactly whole deal, but you've been known to dabble. Like, look at me. I built this thing. Look at my avatar. Look at this. I built this. Oh, I see how it is. Well, you aren't going to snake road in and trade secrets out of me. Goodbye. You completely blew it. Tell her no, you've never had much of a neck for it. I don't have an art skill down to any of my bones. None at all. Oh, good. Friendship between artists can be so... fraught. Much better to just keep things between artists and art appreciators. That way, no one can get jealous. The girl's smile widens even further, and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. Have you finally found someone who isn't a total fucking maniac? And she brought up friendship without you having to mention it at all. Puts a spring in your step, or as much as a spring as possible with a broken arm and misaligned torso. Amicia leads you into an elevator with buttons labeled in spiky letters that make absolute no sense to you. You realize that probably nothing is ever going to make sense to you again. That's okay, your hierarchy of needs has adjusted recently. Your new friend you are jumping the gun with this descriptor, but you are feeling seriously good about this encounter. Stands in the corner of elevator wringing her claws. I wish I'd known I was going to have company. I would have cleaned up a little. It's been a while since I met anyone? Anyone new? You sure... It was new? Anyone new? Yeah, okay. You assure her that whatever disaster her house is, it can't be any worse than some other places you've seen here. Although you kind of get what she means. She's wearing an artist's smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Actually, it doesn't really look like paint, but it couldn't be anything else, could it? It's very color of the rainbow. The elevator door slides open and you step into a space that you're relieved to find is totally recognizable. A table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water and sponges. Several easels stand beside the windows to catch the light of the two moons, and a number of canvases lean against the wall. Turn so you can't see what's on them. First things first, Amicia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have on your now defunct spaceship. Tapping away at the series of unreadable symbols, she then indicates you should take off your slate. Here, go ahead and stick it in there. She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall, which you do because you are sure your new friend has your best interests at heart. The hole shrinks down like a blood pressure cuff, sending a bolt of agony through you. You want to yank your arm back, but you don't, even if it's broken. It's still like having it attached to you. Instead, you shout a lot and thrash your other limbs around. Calm down, you big wiggler. It's like you've never seen a medicalizer before. If you don't stop moving, it won't work. Tears spill down in cheeks, but you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain you'll do for your friend. She's looking at you, so hopefully she's so delicate and pretty. Almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all going to be okay. Yes, look at the child. Look at the child who is covered in many victims' bloods. Finally, the hole releases you, and you pull your arm back out of to find it completely healed. You can move your fingers, and it doesn't even hurt anymore. Hey, things are looking up. See? I told you. This is great. You are overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. Be chill about... Hang on. Be chill about, get excited, and dance your new friend around the room. Let's do the bad one. You try to resist the urge to celebrate. You take Amicia by your tiny hands and twirl her around the studio. Or you try to. You forget about your busted ribs. You sure are dozing that a lot. You let go of Amicia and go careening into one of the tables, and thankfully, not the one covered in art supplies. You hit the corner and you go down into your already incredible sore ass. This is what you get for acting like a huge fucking tool in front of your new friend. Are you... okay? Was that some sort of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard before? You shrug against the floor. Misha leans down and picks you up in a bridal carry, despite the fact that she's about half your size. Makes your ribs hurt, but that doesn't nowadays. Misha lays you down on the weird lumpy couch. Are you sure you're okay? You look a little... She trails off to nothing. She's looking at your left arm, which you are draped over yourself awkwardly to sort of try to hold your torso together. That color! At first you think she means the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. Then you think she means the truly fantastic buffet of bruises you got going on. But then you realize that in your prancing idiocracy you managed to scrape up the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly from your wound. Amicia dredges a finger through it. You're half expecting her to put it in her mouth, and for this to become a whole cannibal situation. Well... my ribs. My ribs. Since you aren't the same species, it wouldn't really be cannibalism, but still, no thanks. Instead, Amicia just holds her finger up and drops a blood trampling on the tip. This color. I've never seen anything like it. She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling over a sketchbook and dragging her fingers down it. Your blood paints a rusty line down the center. She lets out a little squeak of excitement. This is amazing! What, red? Not red. There's a million dirty little rusties swarming all over this city. I'm drowning in red. This is... crimson! It's incredible! It must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of one of the drones. Oh no! Lucky you? Haha, yes, very, very lucky. The luckiest. Though your arm is healed and you out of whatever devil's weird weather happens on this planet, maybe Amicia's right. Maybe you are lucky. You close your eyes and try to breathe. Zen yourself out, really counting yourself in your own body and all that garbage. Then you open your eyes and now you sure aren't centered anymore. In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try to get away from Amicia, who is back and staying over with a gigantic axe. Watch out! Amicia grabs you, drags you back up onto the couch, and plants her hand on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you down. You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beach blubber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with artistic aspirations, right? You get the feeling that she might be trying to manipulate you. Just the tiniest little suspicion. It's possibly Amicia has recognized your essence craving for companionship and is trying to exploit it. Definitely, probably. That's probably what's happening. I'm sure about it. I don't know what's got you so worried. I just want to show you my axe. Of course. Makes sense. It is a really nice axe. You hold out your hand for it, but of course it is too heavy for you, and your hands are all sweaty, and you fumble it. Fumble the really sharp weapon. Ow. Amicia tries to catch it before it's too late. And somehow, in all the wriggling struggle, you end up getting cut. Like, very cut. Across both your wrists. Oh no. In fact, you don't think she could have aimed even better if she'd been trying. Oh. Dear. Hard agree. Don't struggle. You'll only hurt yourself more, silly. You don't want that, do you? No, you definitely don't want that. Not after what a butterfingers you've proven to be. Amicia gets up to put the axe down, and you kind of lose track of her for a little while. You are bleeding all over her couch, and everything around you starts to go shiny and unreal. She comes back with a couple of little jars that she uses to catch your blood. That's a good idea. You sure are making a mess. You wonder if they are specifically blood jars? They look like jam jars. Alien jam. Space jam. God, he left that movie. He's gotta get up. It's time to dance down. Space jam. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. Way better than the one with the dog and the clown. Do they even have basketball here? Yes, Amicia. She just shushes you and brushes your hair back of your forehead. She keeps smiling and saying comforting things. God, she's such a good friend. Before too long, you do what it's honestly a goddamn shock you haven't done before now. You pass out. When you come up to you and prop up against the wall in a weird way, you wouldn't love even if you weren't even valid, for both of your arms are jammed in the hole in the wall. The med hole. The glory hole of well-being. The magic sphincter. You grunt and pull your arm back out. They're healed. The cuts on your wrists are just two faded pink lines. You take a step away from the wall and immediately hit the ground. You may not be actively dying anymore, but you did just lose like half the blood in your body. Gosh, you're tired. A little giggle makes you turn around or roll over, since you're still on the floor and probably not getting up anytime soon. It's fine, you've met worse floors in your life. Amicia is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back beneath the scarf. A little round glasses perched on her nose. A jar of your blood sits next to her, and as you watch, she dips a brush in it. I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried I actually killed you back there. She laughs, and you laugh along with her. It's very funny. Actually, everything's funny right now. It's probably the blood loss. You ask her what she's painting. You, of course. You inspired me. Well, right now, it's just looks like a bunch of red squiggles and some lines, but she only just got started. She's warming up. She sits there on her stool, looking at her palette and chewing on her lips thoughtfully. She looks somewhat nervous. Actually, I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone else. She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in her line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another Space Jam jar. It's time to get up. It's time to dance, dance. It's time to da 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 dan dan. She starts turning around the canvas one by one. They are all blank, except for one, which has a little... Wait, no, that's just a shadow. Every single one of them is blank. You aren't sure you understand and ask her if these are all just new canvases that she has not gotten the chance to paint on yet. Misia sighs. No, I've had them forever. Just not a real painter. There, I said it. She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers. I'm really good at all the other parts. The materials in the studio. I even make all my own paints. I just can never do the actual sitting down and doing art. What about that thing? The tarp right there. She just looks so... Oh wait, probably the tarp is used to, like, for the floor. That makes sense. She just looks so despondent. You wish you could do something, but you don't really know that much about art. You probably can't stand up yet. You tell her that she looks like she's moving in the right direction at least. You don't even have a studio or any brushes or stuff like that. Of course you have no aspiration to being a painter, but you leave that part out. That's just it. I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to be your messed up, disgusting blood. That's really no other explanation. She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limbs, hands from with hers. They're cold like she's been pressing them to a glass window in winter. Usually, I just finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured low-bloods moaning around my studio, but I couldn't just use your blood up all at once. You're far too special for that. You gaze at Amicia. A mist has descended over your visions, and it isn't even the mist of immediate death. I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse. You'll never escape! Yay! Friendship. Be chill about it. You think Amicia proficiently, but you manage to keep it to a strictly verbal sort. Medicalizers are great. This part of the city is great. You really need to get more rich friends. You tell her this, throwing a couplet of her studio while you are at it. See, this friendship stuff is easy. I'm glad you feel that way. You're obviously really strange and under-socialized. But you don't seem to be a complete cultural idiot. Plus, I think it's really endearing how helpless and trusting you are. You laugh it slightly unnerved. You want to take that as a compliment, but after a recent encounter with another girl in blue, well, it all ended up okay, and Amicia is so nice and friendly, and she keeps calling you cute, which you think is pretty generous of her, considering what a disgusting mess you are at this point. Speaking of low bloods, what's your blood color? Just out of curiosity, blood color? You aren't really sure that what she's talking about, but red? Tell her it's red. She looks a little disappointed. I got plenty of burgundy. Oh well, good thing I have delivery coming soon. Hey, do you think you can help me set a few things up before they get here? The visitors? As in plural? As in multiple potential friends? Oh, hell yes. You're all over that, especially considering your newly healed arm. You're anxious to display all the simple motor functions you can perform. Amicia gives you another radiant smile. You live for those smiles, man. They are just so full of the glowing nectar of romance. Perfect. Let's do this. Work always goes faster with two pairs of hands after all. Yes, absolutely, it does. And even if by that she seems to mean her hands are pointing while she tells you where to put things, you're totally fine with that. Your ribs are still kind of killing you, but you swallow down the pain. You are getting pretty good at that. Too bad you can't stick your whole torso into that magical science fiction hole in the wall. Well, maybe you could, but not right now. Right now, you've got a friend to help. Amicia instructs you to clear all the furniture to the edges of the room. You lay down a big purple tarp. Apparently, tarps aren't blue on this planet. Amicia answers her phone, and then buzzes open the apartment door. She runs over to the elevator, which a squeal of delight. They're here! Sorry, I'm getting so giggly about this. It's just been a while since I've had any new paints. Wait, paints? That's what's coming? Now that you think about it, there's something pretty crucial missing from this whole artist aesthetic she's got going on here. There aren't any paints. No tubes dripping color or pots with their tops left partially unscrewed. There aren't even any pencils. The elevator opens and two trolls come in. They have pretty similar shaped horns and are almost the exact same height. Brothers? Do trolls have brothers? From their uniforms and their douchey swaggering way they walk, you get the idea that they are some sort of law enforcement. That and the third troll in handcuffs they are dragging between them. Thank you guys. You always bring me the best materials. They don't say anything, they just bring the third troll to the center of this tarp and force them into a kneeling position. Then they bow to Amicia and lead the way they came. This doesn't look great even before Amicia runs out to the room and comes back with an axe the size of her whole body. You're not loving this. The troll on the tarp trembles and bites back a sob, but they don't say anything to try to run. She isn't really going to do what it looks like, is she? You can't bring yourself to believe that this cute little alien girl is going to straight up axe murder a dude right in front of you. Presumably to finger paint with their blood? What the fuck? You stammer something to this effect. Amicia laughs. Well, I don't use my fingers. I'm not a fucking animal. She considers you for a moment, tapping a claw against her mouth. I know. You can help me. I only ever let the other persons help with my work, and she's out of town right now. But you and I have a connection. You feel it too, right? You do. God, you do. You've been feeling it so much lately for everyone you meet. You thought you had maybe come across someone who readily accept your platonic longing without putting you through the ringer first? You do want to help me, don't you? You do! You want that more than anything. Amicia looks at you sullenly. Why don't you do the honors? She holds out the axe. I wouldn't offer this to just anyone, but I can't tell how special you are. You're trembling. The troll on the tarp is also trembling, but unlike you, they seem to have accepted their fate. Slowly, inevitably, hold out your hand for the axe. Amicia gives it to you with a smile. God damn it, you forgot about your broken ribs, and that you're a human and can't just pick up gigantic fucking axes with one hand. Drop it and it bounces away from you, like way more than you think the axe should probably bounce. You look at Amicia from where you are, doubled over from pain and shame. She laughs and scampers over to retrieve the axe once again, swinging it up without any signs of strength. She doesn't even have any visible muscles. What is this girl made out of? How silly of me. You seem so culturally advanced that for a second I forgot about your natural inferiority. Here, I'll give you a second chance. You nod. Yes, please, a second chance. That does not include committing gruesome murder. Usually I just use change. But I've got a better idea. Oh God. You get what she wants you to do. You hesitate, the Amicia's smile gets even sweeter. Sweet like poison. Oh? You don't want to help? The tarp crinkles underneath you as you kneel. You grasp the troll's shoulders and mumbles an apology. They continue to say nothing. Amicia is sharpening her axe, which already looks pretty damn sharp. Hold on tight. You try. You really do. The problem is, you try to hold on tight, but at the same time, you try to drag the troll out of the way, so some buried instinct to try to preserve life rising up inside you. You're weak and injured, though, so all you end up doing is just flopping both of you into a little to the side. Instead of coming down on the neck in a clean slice, Amija's axe glances off the troll's collarbone, morally wounding them instead of killing them outright. And now you know what they have not been begging for their life. They don't have a tongue, so they can't beg, but they sure can yell and thrash and bleed all of green alien blood all over you and the tart. God, there's so much blood. It's just spurting everywhere. Jesus Christ, you are such an idiot. Why couldn't you just commit? Now you're covered in dying alien, and so is everything else. Amicia, the work table, and most direly the canvas leaning against the wall. Oh no! Amicia takes one look at them and lets out a wail of rage. I can't believe this! I let you into my hive, into my life. I was planning to let you into my pusher. I thought you were a refined sophisticate. But now I see you're just a Philistine. She gives you a shove towards the elevator. Your ribs are screaming, and so is the bleeding troll. Tried to babble in explanation. Forget it. I don't want to hear your excuses. Cahot was right. If you want someone killed right, you have to kill them yourselves. You ride in the elevator back down, kneeling in pool of blood failure. Terrible at murder. Sir, dude, you just gotta be better at murder. Well, sorry guys. If you want to befriend the small blue artist, you just gotta show her your crimson blood. You stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you crash land on this hostile planet, you have been desperate. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly for a bit of medical attention. Along the way, you've had some laughs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat products. You don't really want to get into it. What you do want to get into is friendship. An entire planet of endless friend opportunities awaits you. Honestly, at this point, you make friends with one of those weird purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance. Perhaps someone? It seems it's Sarava Hermod. Yes, a potential new friend approaches, and they almost look as messed up as you are. Whoa. What the fuck? LMAO. You an alien? You nod enthusiastically. You sure hope your prospective new friend is comfortable with extraterrestrials. Things could get pretty awkward otherwise. You should really, not be outside. LMAO. Freaks like you will get picked off by drones in a hot second. No offense, LMAO. You don't like the sound of being picked off by drones. That would really inhibit your companionship plans. You hesitantly explain to this strange one-eyed troll that you crash landed on this planet and are in desperate search of friendship. Your plight seems to move them. Well, shit. If you really don't have anywhere to be, I promised myself I wouldn't do anything risky. But what the hell, LMAO? Come with me. Name's Sarava, but BTW. You follow Sarava down a twisting stretch of road. Wow, this is going to great already. I bet you'll have a new friend in no time. Alright, here's my hive. You can hide out here for now. I got a lot of followers who are pretty into aliens. They might get a kick out of this, LMAO. We got some vaporwave, we got some bongs, we got some cans, we got a streamer set. Wait, is that him, or is that supposed to be? Oh wait, that's like wait, is that the lo-fi girl but troll version? Is that? I think that is lo-fi girl. Lo-fi studies girl. Yeah, they're troll-fi. That's cool. Wait, why is there a wasp nest up there? That's interesting. We might get a kick out of this, LMAO. You look around Sarava's hive in awe. They sure seem to have a batshit crazy taste in home decor. Checking out my aesthetic? I worked pretty hard. Hard putting this place together. It's all about the look in the BG when you're streaming, LMAO. Don't want my fans to think I'm living a fucking dump and spend most of my day suppressed and crying. You look moisture. You like moisture wave? What the fuck is moisture wave? Oh yeah, I love it. You have no idea what the hell moisture wave is, but you don't want to offend your new friend. You tell them you love it. Word, I'm actually streaming some chill beats as we speak. Check it. They gesture towards their strangely bulbous alien computer on the screen. It's a GrubTube channel. Lo-fi, aesthetic, incubated beats. Nice. Wow, they sure have a lot of subscribers. You asked them if they drew that very nice anime girl they're using as a splash art. Nah, I just ripped it off of some Eastern Alternia movie and recolored it to look like me. Fucking nailed it, LMAO. You nod vigorously. This is very impressive. Yeah, I kind of a big fucking deal online. Build up my own stream empire. Work my ass off, LMAO. Nurse these beats to help from tragically ill sample loops. It's not all fun and games, though. The life of a popular online guy. Can't even imagine the hardships I've gone through. All in the name of lo-fi, chill-hop aesthetic, moisture wave beats. That shit keeps me up at night. Sarava looks into the middle distance, pensively, their one eye filled with the poignant emotion. You never knew the life of a streamer could be so vaguely filled with torment. You're moved and cry a single tear. Yeah, you get it. You're really vibey on my emotionally frequency, my dude. You know who got sufferer for popularity? You not enthusiastically, you don't think you've ever been particularly popular, but you're very good at suffering. This is going great. Oh joy, I honestly that just fits with me, honestly. Suffering by my own hubris or machinery. So I wish I could say more. Really gets all emotionally vulnerable to share my tragic backstory. But ever since the incident, it's been so hard to trust new people, LMAO. Feel me? The incident? This is so tantalizing. Just know that if you want to make a new friend, you're going to have to get them to confess their deepest insecurities and embarrassing secrets to you. That is how friendships works, right? You place a sympathetic hand on Sarava's shoulder. You know what, dude? You really want to be friends? Yes. Can't believe how pain-free and easy this experience has been. What a wonderful new friend you're about to make. You can practically feel the future bro embraces you two will surely share. They feel good. They feel right. Wait. You sure are eager. But like, if we're going to be friends, we have got to work on your look. Your aesthetic is basically hot garbage right now, LMAO. My followers can't see me hanging out with a fucking rando like this. I'm sure you understand. You aren't quite sure you follow what's wrong with your look. You always thought you had a simplistic charm, a face you could put on a logo. You're not sure if you're ready to change up the tried and true classes with this newfangled teen. But you are so thirsty for Sarava's sweet friendship nectar. Phrasing. You need to taste it. Phrasing. You have to taste it. With a friend like them, you could really go places. You could be someone. You could finally be down with the hip youth of today. You could tell Sarava you're willing to try anything to get into the Steam ranks of their friend list. Well, damn. Hold up, I got an idea. No. Follow me. Sarava leads you up the winding stairs of their hive. Lining the walls are pictures of Sarava in strange poses in several different locations. They are surrounded by a few trolls you don't recognize. In similar silly fashions, fellow members of the Moisture Wave community. Sigh. Really gotta take that shit down. They're all dead to me, LMAO. You want to ask if they mean that literally or not. You never know with trolls, but you keep your mouth shut. Best not to offend your new friend. I mean, you gotta, honestly, on this planet, it's either they're dead or they're just socially dead to you. Let's just move on, never speak of this again. Check it out. This is his sleeping quarters. Sarava leads you into a fairly large loft bedroom. This room is a bit less ostentatious than the streaming area downstairs. Well, here we are, little Mio. Welcome to my respectable. We're gonna get you hooked up, Lemio. If you're gonna be my new friend, you gotta look the part. For streams and stuff, you know. We'll have to make you a chitter account too. Don't you meet X? Don't you start that shit. Do not bring that shit here. I'm still annoyed by that. Oh wait, or would it be F? Would it be F or M? Okay, if this planet's social media is like chitters, so would the royal hierarchs buy it and just turn it into like a trident or something, a sigh? Probably. Anyways, it's good for my image to have friends, Lemlo. The pickings have been pretty slim ever since the incident. Oh, that ominous note. Sarala presses a button on the wall and a large door opens to reveal an expensive walk-in closet filled with colorful accessories and clothes. It looks like a regular batshit neon shirt apocalypse. Well, have at it. Unless you want me to help you pick out a look level. Pick out your own look, or let Saraba help you with your look. I'll pick out my own. You let Saraba know you are perfectly comfortable picking out your own look. You think you can figure out this fashion business easy enough? What could possibly go wrong? This is child's play. Yeah, man. Fashion is just all about what you're feeling. And also what's trending, but you know, we're the ones that start the trends. You strike me as a real influencer, LML. Good for it, my dude. You enter the closet tentatively. As soon as Sarava is out of sight, your stupid ego deflates, and like a farting balloon, you don't know what the first thing about your hip youth alien fashion of today. This is going to be an absolute shit show, you reckon? You are fully prepared to make an utter fool of yourself. Well, might as well get started. You pick a few accessories off the shelves at random. A bright pink hat, sure. You tilt it jauntily to the side. You're pretty sure that's cool. Sunglasses, definitely. There's a no-brainer. No cool guy would be caught dead without a sweet pair of shades. You select the most ostentatious pair available. You think you're getting the hang of this moisture wave aesthetic. You just have to look like the biggest tool possible. Several accessories later. Wow, radical, neato. Oh my fuck. This shit is transcendent. Wow. Got me speechless. Just damn, look at you. It's like you're a whole new guy. Much chiller and cooler guy who I now gotta be friends with right now immediately. Now all we gotta do is debut you to my hundreds and thousands of followers, Lamau. This is gonna be fucking great. Let's take some selfies. Your heart is soaring. You did it. You really did it. You're down with the kids, and now Sarava wants to take the coveted selfies with you. This night couldn't be going any better. May look at like a complete asshole, but if it can win you popularity with a bunch of alien teenagers, then an asshole you will be. Selling out is amazing. Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here. We're gonna take some flies. Pose for Sarava several selfies. They put their arm around you and gestures newly formed friendship. You're beaming with friend pride. Oh, hell yeah. These are turning out great. Damn. We're killing it. Now all I gotta do it is post them. Sarava fiddles around with their phone for a while. You're so nervous. You've never been internet famous before. You hope the new fame won't change you too much. Or maybe you do hope it will change you. Change you into someone with a ton of friends. And the likes are rolling in. Oh yes, I live for this shit. This one guy's asking if you want any of your quadrants filled. Oh, and this girl loves your shades. Damn, a lot of people asking if you're single, Lemo. Don't go for it though. Bipolars are fucking freaks, dude. LMAO. You aren't quite sure what filling a quadrant is. Sounds like some kind of fucked up alien ritual, but if it's anything like friendship, you're all for it. Welcome to my twisted internet fan, Lamo. Let's chill out and listen to some beats. You vape? I got a pretty juicy rig downstairs. Before you know it, you're sitting on Sarava's couch watching them finagle with a horrifyingly elaborate vape rig. What appears to be made out of some sort of living larva. You don't wanna know. Sarava places their mouth on what surely must be a bug anus and inhales deeply. The rig makes an awful high-pitched rattling noises. You think you're going to vomit. Oh man, that's the good stuff. Here you go, dude. You take the trembling insect into your hands. Well, here goes, your final hurdle of internal friendship and popularity. The vape vigorously inhaling as much as you can. The vapor fills your lungs immediately. It burns a lot. You suddenly realize that you're not quite sure if this alien vape juice is compatible with your anatomy. You could have just inhaled a bug ass. Full of poison, like a fucking idiot. What a way to die. Your visions swim. Yeah, you got it. Just hold it in, Lamo. Tears stream down your face as you hold in your double lungful of insect gas. You sure are glad you have on your pair of cool shades, or you would never be able to live this embarrassment down. You're not sure how long you're supposed to do this, as long as it takes. You can exhale now. Your cough and sputter green vapor spitting from your mouth straight into Sarava's face. You did it. You lived. Oh man, that was sick. Your head feels light and woozy, and your giggle. Yeah, the two of you kick back and relax on the couch, and you stare up at the ceiling. Whoa. When did that huge wasp nest get there? Crazy, man. Sarava music suddenly sounds a lot more interesting. Dude. Today has been like way chiller than I ever expected, Lamo. You're officially my best friend for life. Just promise me you'll never betray me, Lamo. You promise. This is incredible. You love your new friend. You watch as they effortlessly take another huge rip from their vape rig. I've been burned in the past, Lamo. It's not easy being popular online, especially as a low blood. I used to be such a fucking big shot. Got into sassy fights with high bloods and chitter. Always had some shit to say, Lamo. Then shit got out of control. I'm a psionic, so bitches started reporting me as way more powerful than I really am, Lamo. Trying to get me all enslaved and shit, so I couldn't keep up with my streams. It's all jealousy, you know? My stupid ass friends all turned on me, so they wouldn't be targeted next. Well, so I took matters into my own hands. Gouged my fucking eye. sick as fuck. Can't use me as a battery, bitch. I still got big following, but I don't really talk online anymore. Well, better to just stay under the radar and not piss people off. Just be chill. If you don't get close to my followers, they can't try to use me. And if I don't get close to my followers, they can't try to use me. Of course, that just means I no longer have any goddamn friends. Lamau. Well, I'll tell you. We are truly moved what a special bond you have formed with your new friend, to have them open up to you about their darkest secrets. This is the most significant and transcendent moment you have ever experienced. The two of you share a beautiful and tender bro embrace, the likes of which will never be replicated in this known universe again, for all time, forever. Probably. You don't really know you're high as fuck right now. Yeah, we're just chilling, man. Just having a great time. Now let's look at the bad endings for this. What the fuck is Moisture Wave? Seriously? You don't even know Moisture Wave I like? Can't really see why you would want to be friends with me, Lamau. Because to be honest, I don't even know how to explain it to you. You just have to, like, get it. You just have to get really, really high and just to understand Moisture Wave. Sarava considers you for a long moment. Actually, yeah, this isn't gonna work out. Get out of my hive. I mean, that's understandable. Like, if you're most like friends, you better friendships are people like you have like some similar interests, common interests or hobbies or understanding, like funny jokes or something. It makes sense. Like, I mean, he did get burned for like a lot of other toxic shit. Just, he got a bit toxic on Twitter and a lot of shit happened. So, downside of being a social media influencer and streamer, content creator. So that's understandable. Let's Areva help you with your look. You admit you have no idea how to dress yourself. You could easily really use some expert advice from a teen. Oh shit, cue the makeover sequence, bitch. I'm gonna make you look aesthetic as fuck, Lamau. You stand in the center of Sarava's closet for a good hour as they go back and forth between various fashion items. Man, this troll is really decisive. You think you're gonna go blind from all the neon in here. Okay. I'm done, Limo. That was surprisingly hard. You have a hard to dress by, well. Just in general, you're kind of fucked up looking, to be honest. It's chill, though. Cause now you look fly as hell. You look at yourself in the mirror. Wow, radical, neato. Iconic. Now we just gotta get you set up in the social medias, my dude. But first, selfie time. Lamau. LMAO. You take a variety of cool selfies with Sarava. Wow, this is really going well. Alright, I'll just post these and promo you. You'll be internet famous in no time. Then we can finally be friends, Lamo. That's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about, baby. That's what you've been working toward this time. Woo! Sarava's friendship is so close, you can smell it. It smells pretty dank. Seems like people are really into you. Check it out. It's true. The likes, comments, and subscriptions are just rolling in, huh? At this rate, you'll be more popular than me. You're sure, Sarava, that this will definitely never happen. All you truly desire is friendship, not fans. That's what they all say. All my so-called friends, they were all only in it because I was so popular. No one ever gave a shit about me as a person. Well, now, I'm just a funny meme to them. Just a guy they could copy. You know, high bloods are always stealing my work, my look, my music. I'm the real influencer, but there's those violet bloods out there taking my shit and getting twice the followers and tons of money. And I'm stuck here in this shitty hive with no friends because they all turned on me. It's cool, it's cool, it's chill. I'm totally chill with the Lamau. Something shifts in Sarava's expression as they get a good look at you. You tense up. Your new friend sure is acting weird. Ding! Sarava checks the notification on their phone. What the hell did you do? Huh? What? You didn't do anything. You think you can just steal my look? Get away with it? All my followers think you're the new big thing because you look like me. They want to know what the hell is going on. When's your new friend's stream? What's their sign? Are you kidding me? You haven't even done anything. You're just like all the rest. No, you don't want to be like all the rest. You just want to be friends. It's too late for that now. You've made me look like a fucking idiot. And now, there's only one thing to do. I really didn't want to come to this, but you've left me with no choice. I'm writing a call-out post. Oh no! No! Gets canceled on Twitter. Oh no! Sarava types fiercely on their device. You can't stand to look. This is the worst possible thing that could have happened now. Now, no one will be your friends ever again. You'll be forced to live on the outskirts of society, a pariah. You can't even begin to imagine the things that Sarava might be writing about you. You must have fucked up so many things in your life to lead you to this point. There's only one thing to do. Stagger downstairs past all the portraits of Sarava's ex-friends. You wonder if they met the same horrible fate as you. Their grinning faces taunt you with slivers of friendships that could never be. You burst out the front door of Sarava's hive and make your way to the conveniently placed stump. You sit on it in despair. There's no point in living anymore. With trembling hands, you reach it inside. Wait, what? Wait, what? The cancel ending. Okay. Hams. 2 volumes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Oh wait, shit. It's not what. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. So many characters meet and be friends. I'm sure it'll be fine. God, I really need to get blue on these streams so I can befriend. Okay. Okay, so I got a lot of characters. Maybe I could get some I'm hoping to get like co-hosts in here so I don't have to do everyone's voice just to save my throat. Because oh god, it's just talking all the time. It's just very much leaves at a dry end. It's terrible. Anyways, but that's the beginning of the Friendsim month. We're gonna be doing a lot of streaming, befriending, meeting people, and having a great time, just to refresh my memory on some of the characters, because some characters I can remember the personality a bit, some I don't. It just shows like which ones are my favorite and which ones are not. But yeah, I can't wait to we meet these game again. It's all so fun. Ah, well. Until next time, spread the word. Or if you enjoy my stream and my content, my great voice acting, give a follow. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Chitter. I mean, ChitterX. Or Twitter, whatever it is. YouTube VODs in my link to watch past streams and all this stuff. I'll be doing a lot more Hiveswap Sim. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, ta-ta for now. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.